liked to study about human behavior. I was sort of prodigious as a child. So I remember even my aunties at times seeking advice from me when I was a child. Been learning and learning and learning and learning for me. That's where I get my excitement from.
She focuses on the work to be done. She doesn't care if other people are working on it or not. She sees herself as the one who should take responsibility.
Hello?
I saw myself in her. I saw the type of things that I focused on in her as well. So it was an immediate friendship. She has grown, yes, but the values that she holds dearly onto have changed positive. They have improved. You know, for a lot of people, they let go of values that they have, but she hasn't. She has remained someone who is focused, someone who is firm and resolute, someone who is a trustworthy friend, and very loving and caring. You know, sometimes I don't know how she copes because I find that if she does not, if there's no contact between us in 1 week, she will call. And sometimes I say, oh, I was planning to call you and you've called me first. She's very loving and caring.
My dad, a devoted Christian, brought up in the Anglican tradition, schooled and tutored at Dennis Memorial Grammar School. And so I grew up with that sort of background, and that has influenced my life generally, especially my value system.
She has a fantastic pedigree, and I see her as so focused and so perfectionist in the area of education and human resources development.
So I hail from Abagana in Ndikoka local government area of Anambra State, even though I was born in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. I come from a family of 7, 2 girls and 5 boys, and I'm the first in the family. So I had sense of responsibility quite early, being the first. My parents were both teachers. My dad being a lecturer in the higher institution, and my mom a teacher in the secondary school. So all that influenced my upbringing.
I knew her family. I knew her father. We are actually from the same enclave in this great territory called Nigeria. So I knew her. Her father was a sterling man, an educationist par excellence, a very pleasant man who left his mark on the educational terrain of Nigeria. He was instrumental in translating Igbo language, putting Igbo language in writing. A core educationist. So when I met his daughter, I was not surprised.
My dad always spoke about her dad. FC Obalo was a very popular man. My dad was high up in government for a set of concepts that took over from the whites, and I think they had both attended Dennis DMG at Onitsha. So I had always heard the name. So I met her, I think 1979, the year I married my husband, because they're from the same town. And we hit it off immediately.
I've never seen anybody that works harder than my dad. And my mom is also very, very diligent. They're humble people. Like someone put it, that my dad is someone that does not throw his weight around. My mom is also very humble. And some of the other values is apart from modesty, is value of integrity. Also value of doggedness and perseverance. My dad was a dogged person. And these are some of the attributes I picked up from them.
So I watched her grow. I watched her when she was with Pat Marwick and all the management consultants, building her life in the area of consulting and development. And here she is today I have been fascinated by her company, her consulting firm, Leading Edge.
I watched her work in Price Waterhouse, from Price Waterhouse to, I think it was Merchant Bank for Africa, a bank, and then moved from the bank to set up Leading Edge. And she's been focused on what she wants to achieve, and she's gone about it in the right direction. So that's one of the things I would say has changed. She started up Leading Edge from ground zero, and she has built up Leading Edge into world-class consultancy service. In fact, the highest point of that was when she got her partnership with IRC, Global Search Consulting Group, and she's representing them here right now.
I have a PhD in psychology, and I specialize in psychometrics. But I think I have a broad-based education, because I started with medicine. I passed through physiology, biochemistry, anatomy, but I changed to psychology. And so I have first degree and master's in psychology. When I was studying medicine, I always thought I would specialize in medical psychology. So it's always had this attraction for me. Beyond that, I believe in continuous learning. And this learning has seen me go to several world-class organizations across the world. For instance, I went through the Chief Executive Program in Lagos Business School. I went through the leading professional services firms program of Harvard Business School. I went through the board finance program of Cranfield School of Management. I went through corporate governance program of Kellogg's in Northwestern University, and so many other programs. The Yeshe Business School Advanced Management Program. So it's been learning and learning and learning and learning for me. That's where I get my excitement from.
She focuses on the work to be done. She doesn't care if other people are working on it or not. She sees herself as the one who should take responsibility. And she takes that responsibility, whether it's in her private life or in the workplace. She gets it efficiently done. I must also say that she has very high moral standards. You were asking me where she's grown. I just remembered. She has grown in her confidence. You know, at the time we grew up, it's not like now when children can talk when their parents are talking. At that time, if your parents had guests, you went into the room. You were not allowed to, it was an act of respect that you were not allowed to talk. So we grew up not really being able to express ourselves confidently. That was the downside of the type of upbringing. But she has moved from that to a very confident and focused woman.
And she very articulate and with a powerful clarity in what she's saying. I admire that. And her erudition is exceptional. Her discipline is exceptional because she's so learned. And do you know about EJ? She is never satisfied. She is continuously taking programs. Even as a blossoming and prosperous consultant, she will tell me, "Mommy, I am taking a course." She typifies the ideal consultant who is continuously learning. The day you stop learning, you should die. Because every knowledge just atrophies if you don't do something, massage it. Every day new things are happening. We are learning all the time. She is a learner, a continuous learner, which means that you can rely upon her product because she's current.
My current occupation, I'll put it that way, is management consulting. What makes it exciting is that I'm essentially intellectual. So I get stimulation and excitement from intellectual discourse and activities. So I think that's why I geared towards management consulting. But being in management consulting was not a decision I took. I came across management consulting accidentally when I found myself in Pricewaterhouse, now PwC. I joined as a human resource consultant. There I had my real training as a consultant. The good thing about consulting is that there's always something new to learn, and every client is different, every project is different, so it's very, very tasking. And consulting is a multi-skilled kind of engagement, because it's not just, it's a lot of things, dealing with your clients, relationship management, analysis, critical thinking, and a lot of things that make it very, very exciting.